Welcome to Hey, We're Talking. I am Mr. Scott, and with me as always is...
Hey guys, I'm Derek.
And I'm Bob. How are you guys?
Bob has, looks like a little mini toilet on his desktop there.
This thing. Oh, yeah. Nice Blackhawks cup. Mini toilet. Yeah, because the Red Wings, go down there. They get flushed by the Hawks. So, yeah.
We're talking hockey trash talk, which is going to alienate basically 98% of our audience. There will be literally 4 people out of 5 that tune out because we just talked about hockey.
Right, that one guy's going to be like, yeah, hockey talk.
I'm going to be one of those guys.
Derek's out. He's like, I'm done. All right, so today on Hey, We're Talking New Year's resolutions. So,
Great.
Guys, I'm going to be honest right out of the gate here. I do not make New Year's resolutions because I think it is one of the stupidest things in the world to make New Year's resolutions.
Wait, why is it one of the stupidest things? It's like basically setting goals for yourself. That's all. I mean, that's what it is. You have no goals this year?
Setting New Year's resolutions is basically saying, what can I fail at this year? That's what New Year's resolutions are.
No, I don't agree with that. Not at all. I mean,
okay, well, give your counterpoint.
The reality is, if you've got several things you want to fix, don't try to fix 100% of the things going on in your life that are broken.
Okay.
Find one thing and fix one thing. 10% of your life. If you say I want to fix one thing over the next 10 years.
10 years?
Or you want to fix 10 things over the next 10 years, do one thing a year. That's 10%. Because if you focus on too much stuff, you're going to fail at all of them. Because you can't give all your attention to everything. I think it's great. Pick one goal and go to it.
That's a lot of planning. That's I got 10 goals over the next 10 years. No, I'm kind of between. I don't think New Year's resolutions are stupid, but I don't think that maybe the goals that you're setting for yourself are dependent on what year it is. You know, if you have a goal and it hits you in October, well, set your goal in October and go from there.
I would like to say that Derek actually did a very good job of explaining what I really think about New Year's resolutions. To me, it's because it's this particular day, the start of a new year, that everybody goes, all right, man, I'm going to change things this year. 2017 is going to be great. And I'm just like, why didn't you say the last quarter of 2016 could be great? I would rather just say, plus it's a thing that we've created in our world that it's like, okay, this is the reset. Here we go. And what do people do on New Year's Eve? Generally speaking, they get drunk and feel like complete crap the first day of their resolutions. And then they go, I'm not feeling very good. We'll start, maybe I'll start Monday. No, maybe I still feel kind of crappy. Maybe next week. And the truth is, there's a lot of people, there's a guy that I have read a lot of stuff by, John Acuff. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. But he is a kind of this, person who is really into goal setting and all that kind of stuff, and has books out about changing your career and different things, doing the things that you love rather than just doing things that will allow you to survive and want to kill yourself at the end of the day. Anyway, he talks a lot about resolutions and how we set ourselves up for failure when we do these New Year's resolutions kind of a thing. I agree with Derek, what he's saying. If you want to change something about yourself, don't just pick New Year's Day as the day that's going to change everything. I know that's I'm being a curmudgeon by saying that, but it's just how I feel. I can't hide it.
So the one thing that I think all three of us at different times have kind of set goals for ourselves already, just to get healthier and just to try to make ourselves feel better by eating right and changing things. And obviously that was before the beginning of this year. But some people need that as a mental reset. A vast majority of people do, just to go, hey, you know what? This year has been hell for me. I need to set a spot or a date or a time, which is New Year's, to reset everything, to try to do things different and refresh and all of that stuff. So as much as we joke about, hey, it's a new year, a new resolution or whatever, it truly is a new year. And people use January 1st as that milestone that, hey, or that starting point that, hey, as of this date, I want to try to get better or do better at what? Whatever their goal is.
Agreement.
Sounds good. So what do you want to be better at? Or what's your goal? I know, because we all have them. I mean, we're going to say, oh, I didn't make a New Year's resolution, but we have stuff that we want to accomplish this year or that we want to work on this year. So who wants to share first?
Well, I'll just say this. You know that I'm all in favor of goals, but somebody has to be the guy at the beginning of the show who goes, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I like to be extreme. So, yes, I'm the guy who did that. So my goal, as it has been for who knows how many years, is to get in shape. I am a large man, and I'm getting up there in age, as you can see by all the white hair on my face.
Beard looks great, Scott.
Thank you so much. I don't know how I feel about it because I shaved all of it off on the sides and stuff. For people who aren't watching us on YouTube,
basically
right
he's
now,
just got the goat chin, and that's it.
I just got the little goat chin. So, but it's like really thick goat chin. Anyway, for me, it's about health, and I'm not a person who's like I gotta be in CrossFit or anything like that. I just want to have a normal life because I'm such a big dude that normal life is not normal for me. Like people take for granted. Derek and I were talking before the show. We have some friends who struggle with weight and all that kind of stuff too. And wow, man, Bob just had one of the best smoke rings ever. But so we have some friends who struggle with weight and things like that, and I have personally talked with them before just about the struggles of that people don't understand for really big people. When you think about traveling, there's a lot of jokes out there about fat people being on planes. Look, I know it makes you skinny people uncomfortable, but just imagine a large man trying to fit into an airplane seat, okay? Do you think we're happy about this? Do you think we love going to the stewardess? Yeah, could I have that seatbelt extender? And do you think we like our belly flopping over into your seat? No, we do not. Okay?
And they're flight attendants, by the way. Don't call them stewardesses.
Did I say stewardess?
Degrading.
Did I say
that's degrading.
Oh, my gosh, that's so bad.
It's degrading.
It's so sad that I said that. And the number one thing that nobody understands, bathrooms, okay? Boontar and I had this thing going for a while where we would take pictures of places that we were going to the bathroom in public called tiny ass toilets. And when you're a big dude and you walk into one of these stalls, sometimes you just go, who do they think this is going to work for? What is this? My biggest complaint, this is so off topic for New Year's resolutions, but I'm going to share it anyway. Why in the world do they put the toilet paper dispenser an inch away from your hip area of the toilet? Why is that thing right there? Why? Does anyone have an answer for that? Go ahead, Bob.
A very small person has put that toilet paper thing there. They have little tiny T-Rex arms, and they're like, I need to be able to reach it.
But dude, it's literally like a gun holster against your hip.
See, my big thing is it's not the toilet paper or this and that. I'm not a big dude. I'm just a regular average sized dude. But my problem is when these guys don't have the oval toilets or anything like that. Like at home, I've got an oval toilet. It sits like
elongated.
Elongated. Sits 2.5 inches higher than a normal toilet. It's a power flush and all this stuff. So when I get to, I'm not a big dude, but when I get to a normal sized toilet, I'm just like, what is this? Why do people have toilets like this? I was at my brother's house for Christmas, and I sit on the toilet, and I'm like, dude, everything's touching everything.
Yes.
How do you survive with the toilet like this? But they're not going to replace the toilet. They're renting the place. So
indeed, tiny toilets stink.
They literally stink. Okay.
Yes.
New Year's resolutions. So you guys tell us your New Year's resolutions. Mine is to get healthy. Go ahead.
So my thing is, I've got two things that I'm focusing on, and getting healthier myself is one of my things. Not because I'm a big dude or whatever. I'm like 197 pounds. I'm 5'11", so I'm not far off where I'm supposed to be. But the problem is, it's all gaining in my gut because I enjoy my beer and my carbs and this and this and that. So my thing has been over the last few weeks with my wife is just getting on a better diet. Reducing, because I calculated it before I started this, and on an average day, I probably took in about 150 carbs. So without even thinking about it. Now that I'm managing it, I'm taking in significant amount less than that. And just trying to, I'm 37 years old, so I want to just start to trend towards a healthier me. And then the other thing real quick is just financially. My wife and I have been doing a great job of paying off debt over the last couple of years. And I want this to just be another year where we continue to knock down those credit cards that we built up when we were young kids and just to financially get into a better spot. So is it a resolution? No, for me, it's really just an ongoing goal. So you can call it a resolution if you'd like, but I mean, it's just a goal forever.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I like what you're saying too. I think probably more my objection is that idea, the resolution idea, rather than this is a life goal for you. Just like I'm in line with you completely, Bob, on that. Same thing with us financially and stuff. I mean, we've been there. We know what it takes to get out of debt and stuff like that, and it feels great. But that's something you've got to put in the work. You can't just be like, all right, in 12 months I'm out of debt. Ugh, I doubt it. I mean, you could, but it's difficult. So Derek, go ahead. I don't want to take up more time.
No problem. I guess I can close out the show with this so we can. My goal, you guys have already mentioned. You talked about it, getting healthier, getting into shape. I too, I've been significantly overweight. Over 100 pounds. I've been getting into shape actively since last year, and I want to continue to do that in this year. And I feel like if I go at a reasonable pace, I will attain that goal this year, no problem. And after that, though, I want something else to focus on after that. I would like to go back to school. I do currently hold an associate's degree in nursing. I'm a registered nurse. I would like to go on to get a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in nursing. And I'm still not decided if I want to become a nurse practitioner or whatever. I think that's kind of a lot of people are doing that, but I really do want to get a few more degrees under the belt as soon as I attain physical health and fitness and perfection and sexiness.
See, that's the thing. Derek's doing it right. I mean, he's like, okay, I want to do these goals, but let me accomplish this one goal first. Let me get where I need to be on this goal, and then I'll move to the next thing. So he's not trying to do it all at one time, because if you truthfully, if you do it all at one time, you're going to fail.
Yep.
So pick one thing to focus on. How about this? Instead of focusing your 10% of your attention on 10 things, focus 100% of your attention on one thing, accomplish that, and then move on to the next thing.
Yeah, the biggest thing, and we'll just wrap it up with this, is the biggest thing I think is if you can set yourself up for success, just like you're saying, concentrating on something. Once you have a taste of success, if you're doing something and you have a goal, and make them measurable and make them small at the beginning, and you can hit milestones along the way towards a bigger goal. And if you do that, you're gonna be excited that you've accomplished these things, and then other things will just start to you'll feel like success, and you'll just start being better at all of them. Go ahead, Bob. What?
To wrap this around at the beginning of the show, that's what the Hawks did. They had one goal, and they've won the championship every other year since then.
Yeah,
see?
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Rubbing it in. Making me remember. All right. Hey, if you guys want to get in on this conversation, we're always ready and willing to hear what you have to say. Hey, we're talking at gmail.com. We are on YouTube. We don't have enough subscribers yet to have a youtube.com/Hey We're Talking yet. So that means you need to subscribe to us on YouTube. Just type in Hey We're Talking and it'll pop up at some point. We're also on, go to our website, heywe'retalking.com. That'll take you to the podcast on Podbean. Otherwise, look us up on iTunes. You can hear the podcast. And I think that's all the place. Oh, we have Twitter, we have Instagram. We're not super active yet, but all of those are at Hey We're Talking. So, yeah, go ahead, Bob. What are you going to say?
The cool thing about iTunes, if you subscribe there, as soon as we post an episode, boom, you get a notification that says we have an episode. So
yep.
I love that because I've got a lot of family who wants to listen, and they love the fact that it just pops up on their phone and can listen to a new episode.
Boom. There you go. So, hey, we appreciate anybody who listens to the show. Tell your friends about it. We're going to start putting out more shows on a regular basis. Maybe that's our New Year's resolution here at Hey We're Talking. To get more shows out there for you. Doesn't that sound great? Until next time, it's Mr. Scott, Mr. Derek, and Mr. Bob. And hey, we're talking. Thanks for joining us.